Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. After the chaos that was seen in the CBD during the mother of all demonstrations call, where youths took that opportunity to invade the parliament, and you know about what happened, it was expected that William Ruto was going to respond. Now, throughout the better part of the day, Ruto didn't say anything. But the moment these events were seen and they went global, Ruto organized for a speech. So I would like to take you to a speech that William Ruto made.
Petitioning of public authorities by a section of law-abiding citizens of the Republic of Kenya was infiltrated and hijacked by a group of organized criminals. Let
me bring to your attention that Aden Duale has already gazetted that there is going to be use of KDF to deal with the Gen Z's protesters. Meaning, going forward, you will be seeing the KDF on the streets together with the police. Basically, this is meant to reinforce the police, so that this is basically meant to give the police more powers. So, picture this: youths protesting, and they are met by KDF. I want us to have an honest conversation on what is likely to happen as far as William Ruto's statement and the move by Aden Duale. But before you do that, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. And thanks so much for all who have liked this video, because by doing that, you made this channel grow. Please subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed before. To existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Ruto appeared to be unhappy when he was giving out a speech regarding what transpired.
Here is the president once more.
Today, Kenya experienced an unprecedented attack on its democracy, rule of law, and otherwise legitimate expression of the fundamental rights and freedoms of. Accordingly, I have directed all the organs of our national security to deploy measures to thwart any attempt by dangerous criminals to undermine the security and stability of our country. It is possible that the criminals who rained terror on innocent people and attempted to challenge our law enforcement deployments are still determined to continue with their dangerous behavior.
You know, there are so many footages that were seen from the parliament, like of this Honorable Shabir.
New clause 33.
There is also footages of what happened in Embu County, where it's alleged that the county offices were touched. Then there's another footage of Nairobi County, whereby whereby kuna mtu aliwasha moto pale, and the police had to put off that fire. There are also footages of so many other houses of members of parliament being touched. There was one of Ochando, you know, that is last week when the first bill was read and voted on, whereby the member of parliament there in Bondo voted a yes. So youth there touched his home. So this touching of homes, the trend has continued. So this is what William Ruto responded to, because he realized that the people who are suffering are his friends. You know, they are suffering because they passed the finance bill that RUTO told them to pass. So they honored the RUTO's call. So that's why you find that in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, the speech that I want to bring to your attention is what RUTO has said regarding securing leaders or ensuring that leader security is beefed up, dealing with people he calls are dealing with people he says are thugs who decided to invade that demonstration. You know, I was in Mombasa, a certain place known as GPO, and there were a lot of chaos in that place. There were tear gas all over, and I think there could have been some live ammunition, but I saw some live bullets, you know, being shot in the air. There was nobody who was hit by a bullet because I think the police were just trying to scare those people. They didn't want to create a scene, but they were trying to contain the area so that those government installations are not affected. But there was one of Pima Tower where I saw youths trying to vandalize the place. It was not a good expectation. We didn't expect that to be done because, of course, it's not even the best thing to be done. It doesn't have to be destruction of property. Already the message was arriving home. So maybe in Ruto's speech, it talks about thugs who could have invaded that peaceful demonstration to now cause mayhem. Maybe that's the case, because in the case of Mombasa, I saw some youths whom to me appear to be thugs who joined peaceful demonstrators. You know, peaceful demonstrators were passing a message professionally using social media, and there was no vandalization. It is only today that we experienced the unfortunate. Honestly, the scene was not good, but that's what happened. But RUTO has assured the people he leads, the leaders, you know, in his faction, that he's going to protect them. And just like I told you when I was starting this analysis, going forward, you're likely to see KDF on the street. So the question here is, will KDFs make arrests? You know, that's something very concerning also. Will KDF fire live ammunition on people? Also very interesting part there to think about. So how will KDF do this? We know KDF are very ruthless. Their training is different from the police training, but there's some similarity in their training. Is the message being passed here that the police could have been overwhelmed? Because personally, if you look at these areas, you know, the way this thing is being handled, there are demonstrations in literally all counties, you know, and the message is being spread to all county offices. The good thing is that the county offices of Mombasa were never touched. That is something that is the way it was. But the bad thing is that there are regions in Mount Kenya which suffered, and the message was very clear: repeal that finance bill. For those who are following the proceedings of the day, there was a time the finance bill second reading was almost passing. Going by those people who watched, I didn't watch the whole session because I was up and down trying to catch a bus trying to catch a bus to some place. So I just saw some few footages at the time, and by the time I was watching, there was already the parliament had already been touched. But going by the people who watched that event, they were saying that there were some Azimio leaders who came out trying to talk to the police and trying to plead with them not to beat protesters, that they can contain protesters, but they should not fire on protesters, they should not kill protesters. I think that could have been the time whereby those protesters or youths or Gen Zs invaded the parliament and decided to wreak havoc. So Aden Duale is saying that he has a solution to this problem. The solution is to bring in KDF to deal with protesters. I don't know whether that is the case, that is the way it's supposed to be. Well, it's just a matter of time, but we know that the government has already decided. Because the government has decided, that will be done. So going forward, I don't know how the youths are going to deal with KDF. They could deal with the police, but KDF is going to be a bit different. But let's just give it some time and we see what is going to transpire going forward, because I believe that this demonstration will still go on. There is also the third reading. I think the second reading could have been messed up, but Ruto's speech also, if you're very, very observant, it's as if he wants to talk to people. The only problem is that there is no leader to talk to. So he is himself a leader, but he doesn't have the other opposition, I mean, let's say the youths. The youths do not have a leader. Forget the call that you've seen online. I've been seeing people saying that Matiang'i is the leader of these youths, because youths have been calling out Matiang'i, telling Matiang'i that you have to come out from your hiding and you have to take this mantle. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, just a matter of time before we find out whether Matiang'i is going to respond to that call. But youths are demanding that he must come out from his hiding, and by coming out from his hiding, Matiang'i must accept to be to vie for presidency in 2027. So that is what the youths are saying. Now, if that is youth's call, it means they could have been, maybe they are sure that if they vote for Matiang'i, Matiang'i will win. At this particular moment, Kenyans are not happy with William Ruto, so results can go either way. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to rest my case there. But what do you think about this statement from William Ruto and the decision by Aden Duale to bring in the KDF to deal with Gen Zs? Is that the best solution? Just go below the comment section and tell us what you think about that. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.